What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to the BS Show. Brett here, and if you didn't get a chance to watch my video yesterday, I highly recommend you check it out. I was talking about who Conor McGregor was going to fight next. There were rumors from everything from boxing to 170 pounds to waiting for Khabib and everything in between. But the common theme that I keep hearing about from analysts and podcasts and just people in the world of MMA is the man Justin Gaethje. That name keeps coming up. He's got to fight. He wants to fight, and it just seems like a really fan-friendly fight to make. But according to Justin Gaethje's manager, he said that the rumor is completely false, and Conor McGregor actually had the opportunity to fight Gaethje months ago, but instead he chose to fight Donald Cowboy Cerrone. So if that is true, that is very, very interesting because there's already some rumors going around that Conor McGregor ducks people and kind of handpicks his fights against people who he thinks he can beat pretty easily. So if that is true, that's interesting. And obviously that is coming from Justin Gaethje's manager himself, so you have to take what you hear with a grain of salt. But Justin Gaethje, being the killer that he is, he said he would love to go to Dublin and fight Conor McGregor. He would love to be in that atmosphere, and he would love to fight him, in his backyard. So, despite what Gaethje's manager is saying, Gaethje is still saying, hey, I'll fight the dude anywhere, anytime. Let me know where it is, and I'll be there. Which, if that does happen, this is a very, very good fight. Very, very good fight, in my opinion, because Gaethje not only is coming off some big wins, he's a big name, he brings the fight, and this would be kind of tailor-made to the fight fan because Gaethje, although he has very, very high-level wrestling, he never seems to go there. He seems to stand and bang, and we all know that's what Conor McGregor likes to do, so this would be a fan-favorite fight. So I wanted to get into about Gaethje a little bit and, who he is and where he came from. He came from the World Series of Fighting where he was the champion and he was 18-0. So he came into the UFC at 18-0, and they gave him a killer right off the bat in Michael Johnson. And since he's been in the UFC, he's 4-2. So he beat Michael Johnson, James Fick, Edson Barboza, and Donald Cerrone. And two of his losses, the only two, are to Dustin Poirier and Eddie Alvarez, both of which are former champions, and both of which Conor McGregor has beaten. So they both have some common opponents here, and I think it would be very interesting to see how Justin Gaethje's game has changed since he came into the UFC and kind of dialed back a little bit. He is a very aggressive a fighter, and I think that's kind of what happened in the Dustin Poirier and Eddie Alvarez fight. He kind of got caught in that brawling style, and he realized I can still be super, super aggressive, but I can just dial it back. So he's 4-2 in the UFC, and he's really kind of made a name for himself. A lot of people really enjoy watching him, and he's a great fighter. So I think it would be very interesting for a couple reasons. Number one, Conor McGregor seems to struggle in the late rounds with cardio, and Gaethje puts on a ton of pressure and has great cardio. Number two, Gaethje is not afraid to stand and bang, which could be good and bad for Gaethje, I guess. But the thing that sticks out to me is he loves to throw leg kicks. Gaethje absolutely loves to throw them. He throws a lot of them, and he throws heat on them. So it's curious to see how Conor McGregor would do against a guy who not only can apply a lot of pressure and keep you on your back foot, but throws a lot of leg kicks and can chew up your legs, and is tough as nails. We can't deny the fact that Justin Gaethje is tough as nails. If you watch that Dustin Poirier and Eddie Alvarez fight, he got rocked multiple times and just kept throwing leather. So I don't think this would be an easy fight for McGregor, although, a lot of casuals might look at this and say, what the heck, Conor McGregor already beat Dustin Poirier and Eddie Alvarez. He's going to run through Gaethje. I don't think that's the case. I think this is a very, very dangerous fight for McGregor, and I think McGregor knows that. So I would be really curious to see. And another reason why I think this fight is going to happen is because, Khabib has this fight with Tony Ferguson in April. And then when that fight's over, he has Ramadan. So we're looking at September until Khabib gets back. So is Conor McGregor going to be willing to wait that long before a fight, especially when he said he wanted to fight 3 times in 2020? We don't know. We'll have to see. And the only other option that would be a huge draw fight for Conor McGregor would be Nate Diaz 3. I love Nate Diaz. I wouldn't be opposed to see it, but we've already seen that twice. If the UFC made that fight, I wouldn't be mad by any stretch of the imagination. But I would love to see Justin Gaethje fight Conor McGregor. I think Gaethje has a very good shot, and I think it would be a fan favorite. So all signs are pointing towards Justin Gaethje at this point. It just seems to be the perfect fit. I've heard yes, I've heard no, I've heard all of in between. So that's why I wanted to post a video. So let me know what you guys think in the comment below about Justin Gaethje. Should he get that fight? And if he does get that fight, how do you think he'll do? Thank you for tuning in.